Hey everyone, today I wanted to talk about Hobonichi. This is a really great time to talk about them because they have released their new lines on September 1st. So 2016 recently came out. If you are unfamiliar with the Hobonichi company, they are another fantastic company coming out of Japan. In my opinion, the Asians have really got it together as far as planning, and especially the Japanese have really got it going on. I think in North America and the Western world, we really understand the cutesy things, the scrapbooking, crafty office supply, but the Japanese especially, in my opinion, really rule the planner world. Not the planner North America or the planner Western world, but the planner universe. Hobonichi is, I would say, by far my most favorite planner company. I really love their products and I really love how they run their business. So today I wanted to share with you my favorites from what I have ordered from them and what I think is worth the money. So let me get started with the very first thing, which is of course going to be this. This is the Hobonichi A6 Planner Book is the technical name for it. This is the English version, which is only available in this A6 size, as well as the cover for black. The Hobonichi planners are in general monthly and daily planners, so you all know how much I love my dailies. They are available in 3 other kinds, all only available in Japanese. There is a weekly, there's the Hobonichi Techo Original A6, which is the same size but in cream for the Japanese, and then the Techo Cousin A5 size. The Cousin, the A5 size, is the only one available with a monthly, a weekly, and a daily all together in the same book. So if you're unfamiliar with the sizing, an A6 is about a 4x6 or a postcard size. This right here is about 2/3 of an inch thick, and it's got 464 pages in here, which is crazy good. I think that's one of the main attractions with the Hobonichi planner is this Tomo River paper, which I know you can't see it, but it is really, really smooth. It's got really dense fibers. It's been talked about a lot. Essentially with those dense fibers, it's going to be able to take any kind of pen you put out there, especially fountain pens. That's a big deal with a lot of people, including myself. And the only pen it really won't take is the Sharpie Permanent, which I don't know of any paper out there that will take that. So really fantastic paper and setup here. With the Hobonichi, the actual name means just about everyday planner. So that's kind of where they get their dailies. It is manufactured by Hobo Nikon Hoishinbun, which I'm sure I slaughtered that name and I apologize, but that's where they get the Hobonichi name as well. Interestingly enough, this planner was created to generate revenue for their online publication. So that's how it came into existence. About 2001, 2002 was when it was first manufactured, only in this A6 size and only in the navy color. So you guys know I love my facts. I'm going to throw a few more out there for you. 2003, multiple colors were available. 2004, leather. 2007, printed patterns. 2009 was a really big year. Fabric covers came out. The A5 Cousin was debuted. The Techo was actually redesigned that year as well. 2012 and 2013, somewhere in there, the English version came out, which is this one, and it was only available in Japanese checkout only though. So it was a little bit difficult for the English community to order from. And then in 2015, this is when it was first available in the English checkout. So great year for all of us. 2015, all the accessories were available in the English store, and then 2016, this year, what is new is the Techo user book is available in English, which that is just a 30 some odd page booklet where it gives you the 15-year history of Hobonichi and then a bunch of different ways to use, I think 70 ways to use or something like that. So if you're wondering why there's such an explosion with Hobonichi in the past couple years, that is why, is because the English version just came out the last few years. So my next favorite thing, actually, I wanted to really briefly mention, if you've seen my Midori favorites, you know how much I love my Traveler's Notebook, but what I talked about in there was how I felt like Midori was a little bit stuck as a company. They only have 2 products and they started with 2 colors and only in the last year came out with the 3rd color. So I think that Midori could really take a page out of the Hobonichi book, because what the history that I just told you, I think that Hobonichi does a fantastic job listening to their customers and providing so many products that we all want. Whereas Midori, I had mentioned, I think that's why there's so many knockoffs, as well as the Etsy businesses that have started, because Midori really isn't providing, I feel like, what the customers really want. We love this product so much that we want more. Same with the Hobonichi, but the Hobonichi, I feel like, have expanded and really listened to their customers and given us what we want. And every year, it seems like, almost every year, they are coming out with new things, more and more new things. So that's really, really great. I think that's great business practices, as well as good for us as customers. So my next favorite thing is going to be the pencil board. Now, I do have other pencil boards that I've shown you in other videos that, of course, are manufactured by other companies. But I believe that Hobonichi is the only planner company that makes their own pencil boards. The other great thing about Hobonichi is they really pay attention to details. You can see a lot of that in the pencil board with the nice lines. I think what really sets it apart is this Today tab, which probably won't focus, but it's got a really nice Today tab right there, which is really great. Let me show it to you in the book. So as you can see, it sticks out just maybe a few millimeters, but I think that's a good thing, because you can use your nail or your thumb or finger and open it straight to your page. You can also do it with the tab up here. The tab doesn't stick out very far, which I think is a good thing as well. Even though the tab is very strong, it's more than cardstock. It's stronger than that, so it's a really strong tab. Their pencil boards, what I was talking about also with the details, they change from year to year. So in the past, when I've tried to order their pencil boards, they have always been out of stock, which ended up being a good thing, because this year, as you can see, for 2016 is this brick red, which happens to be my all-time favorite color. So that worked out really well for me personally. In the past, they have had, I'm going to think off the top of my head, I think it's been like a white/tan, a charcoal, I think it's been like a green or a navy or something like that. So every year the colors and the design of the pencil board will change. So that's, I think, a really great feature. So there's the pencil board. The next favorite thing is going to be this, which is the photo album. And we've seen a lot of different plastic inserts throughout the years. I think what sets the Hobonichi ones apart is that they are booklets, as well as, again, the attention to detail. I love that they have it labeled right here. That just makes my brain so happy. So, excuse me. This has 10 pages in it, so you can fit 20 photographs or whatever else you're going to fit in here. Another attention to detail is this booklet. These pages right here, as you can see, they are different sizes for the width, which I think is another good thing, because again, you can use your finger and turn straight to the middle of the page, or middle of the booklet. So I think that's a really great feature as well. Related to that is going to be the card holder, the card case. Again, this is a booklet. Again, another great design with Hobonichi. Just like the photo album, it's got these pages right here. This is a little bit different. It still has the 10 pockets, but on the front and the very back, it's got a full page, and then the other 8 of the 10 pages are the actual card slots. So you can technically get 32 cards in there. As you can see, these booklets are a little bit smaller than the Hobonichi planner. That's a good thing, and that's by design, because that means it will fit into the pockets of the covers for these planners. So this, I don't know if I mentioned, if you're unfamiliar with the sizing, an A6 is about a 4 by 6, which is a postcard size. So this right here is going to be just a little bit less than that, probably 4 by 5.5 or something like that. So again, that's by design, and they did a really good job with that. The next thing I think are worth the money are going to be stickers. Of course, you all know how much I love my stickers. So let me start with these circle ones right here. As far as I know, I think these are new this year, and this just, again, makes my brain so happy. These circles right here would literally fit right here in the middle. I just love that. So these, of course, since they're Hobonichi, are designed to fit with their planner, which is great. So these circles, the outside circles, will go around an entire box on your monthly, and then the solid circles will fit right here on the inside on the grid. These are transparent, so really, really great. And I was thinking the other day, I think that every Asian sticker that I have ever bought is always translucent, which is fantastic because, as we know, the translucent stickers, you can kind of see through them, but they give you that highlighted effect, as well as they don't bulk up your planner. So really super great. My only complaint with this is I wish that there were more colors. So that's it. You can also use those, of course, on your daily page, which I will show you that really quick, just the daily page, but they do fit specifically for the monthly as well. Then my other stickers are going to be these lovelies, which are the see-through point stickers. They only have these two. Again, that's going to be my only complaint. I wish there were more stickers. So please, Hobonichi, come out with more stickers. I have seen these in different color packs, so I don't know why they only had the two. I wish that they had more, like I said. Again, these are really great. You get 2 sheets with these, as you can see, 260 stickers. So I definitely think these are worth the money. These stickers, because of the 2 different sizes, I think they're really good to go around the numbers on your monthly or your daily if you want to do that. So a couple ideas I'm throwing out there, but those are really good as well as for color coding if you're like me and like to do that. And then the last stickers that I got from them are these, which are called the frame stickers. I took these out so you could see exactly what they look like, but again, since they're Hobonichi brand, they're going to fit perfectly right here in the box on the graph part, the grid. So each page is going to be different. Here are the different kinds of the frame, so each one is a different picture. And then these, of course, as you can see, are going to be too big, but that's because these really are designed for this last page to go on your daily pages. So again, please give us more. I love those stickers. Then I want to show you the stencils. If you were wondering about the Hobonichi stencils, yes, I do think these are worth it. These I'm going to show you are pretty, I don't want to say flimsy, but they are easily bendable. There's 4 different ones, orange, yellow, green, and blue. And each one, of course, is going to be different. This is what they call the, let me see if I have that right. Yeah, speech bubbles is what they call it. I was going to call it frames, but speech bubbles on this one. This orange one is, I think they call this the travel. Let's see if that's on there. But this has got, I really like this one. Of course, I don't need Japan, but they've got, this one is really great because you could use any of the numbers for that. And of course, these icons I would use. So that's why I got that one in the parentheses is also really great to use. This one is just a really nice basic one where it's got your basic shapes as well as tick boxes and lines and the numbers and things like that. And then this one, I think they call this the activities one. So this has weather and emotions as well as some other just great basic planner icons. I will say with these, well, let me show you this as well. I don't know if you can see, but it's got a serrated top. There we go. Let's go on the background. So the serrated top, which will give you another surface to use, as well as this is in, of course, not in inches. It's going to be your millimeters and centimeters for measuring. But the only thing I will say with these, what I started to say, is that as you can see, these are really small. They're a little bit bigger than a credit card size, but as these lines right here, I think most people probably use a 0.7 or 1.0 pen to write with. You are definitely going to have to use a smaller tipped pen on these to get into these smaller lines as well as the crevices. Let me show you this one especially, like this one right here. So I would say you're probably going to have a 0.3 pen to be able to use some of these. So just keep that in mind. I have no problem with that because that's the pen I write with normally, but I know a lot of people, like I said, use a bigger one. The next thing I have to show you are these, which are the pen clip loop, I think is what they call it. And I haven't seen anything else on the market like this. Essentially, it's just a large paper clip, but really what sets it apart is this right here where they have it bent up. This just can go anywhere, and then you just fit your pen on there. So let me grab a pen. And I have to tell you, I had to redo this video because I did the pen loop wrong originally. You can actually do it like this, but as you can see, it sticks up. That is actually not how it's supposed to go. And when I watched this video back when I was editing, I was like, I just embarrassed myself. So I was literally laughing out loud on this because I know how this works. This is how the pen loop is really supposed to work. You put your pen right there. So nice and sturdy. Like I said, I really like the design. Haven't seen anything out there like it. So I ended up buying one of each. These come in silver, gold, and black. And I bought 2 of each of those. No, I don't need 6 of those, but as you know, I make a lot of traveler's notebooks, so I think these are really going to be great to give with those, as well as I'm going to end up probably keeping 2 of them. So that's why I ended up with so many. They're just a really great design. Along those same lines, you've seen this before, the ruler clip. This comes in blue, black, pink, and silver. I don't know, I think they call it gray. But as you can see, mine is very well loved. The paint is rubbing off right there. So again, nice measurements. This is a really great, of course, surface to write on. This is probably, it does bend, but it does have some give to it, which is a really good thing. Of course, your stencils are going to be the thing that bends the most. And then the pencil board is probably in the middle, if you're wondering about the thicknesses of all of these. This just clips onto anything. I have clipped so many things on here, I can't even tell you. Never had a problem with it ripping the paper or making marks or dents on my planner or anything like that. So I love that a lot. In fact, I probably will end up ordering a black one. They are out of stock, which is something to keep in mind with Hobonichi. They're so popular that a lot of their things go quickly. And so if you see something you like, you really need to buy it right then, because I haven't noticed, they do restock, but at a certain point they stop restocking things because they're waiting until the next year to come out with their new line. So just keep that in mind. And I think that is it. Nope, one more thing. This is the last thing that I have bought from them that I will show you that I like. And this is looks like a pen, but it's actually a glue pen, which I love. So this, if I had to guess, it's going to be like a 0.7 tip on it. So it's just like everybody else, I've got a million glue sticks and tape runners and things like that. But what I love about this and why I ended up buying it is because sometimes you just have that little teeny corner of a sticker or something that's coming up that's driving you crazy. Any glue stick out there is going to be too fat. So I love this idea of a pen. I will keep you posted on how this works, but I think that's a great idea. So now what I'm going to show you are a couple things that I have bought that I don't necessarily I wouldn't recommend necessarily buying them. And the only reason I'm sharing this with you is not to hate on Hobonichi, because I love this company. I think what I'm telling you is, if I had to do it all over again, I probably would not buy these. The first thing are these sticker savers. And I think what my thinking was last year when I bought these is that it was a great idea. You put your stickers or whatever else that you're going to use for the week or something like that on these. I think at this point, what I am going to be using them for is just the tab, but I wouldn't buy these again. I think you can easily make something like this, laminating or something like that. And in my opinion, if I can make something cheaply and easily, then I will do that. So if I had to do it all over again, I would not buy those. Then also these, I've showed these before. These are really fantastic. I have an ultimate sticky note video where I talked about these. These are fantastic, but you only end up getting 20 of each color. So I think they're just really too expensive for the price. I think something like, let me grab, like the Post-its, I think are a much better value instead of those. But again, that's just my opinion. These notebooks I bought, and they're really great. Again, with the Great Tomo River paper, they're really thin. I think these are 40 pages a piece. Nice basic colors. Again, I loved that they are labeled right here, but I just don't need any more notebook paper. I think with the planners and all the other stuff I have, I just don't really have a use for these really thin notebooks. So for me, that was not really worth the purchase. Then I am also going to show you the Pentel 8 colored pencil. They call it a Bible highlighter, a couple different automatic pencil. There's a couple different names for this. This is not technically what they show on the Hobonichi website. I've had this pen probably for at least 8 years, and I just find, I love this pen. Don't get me wrong. I adore this pen. In fact, this is in my all-time favorites video. I will link that below if you want. I just think the Hobonichi one is way too expensive in my opinion. I found this off of Amazon a lot cheaper, and I still think it's cheaper because I just priced them a few months ago. So I think they're cheaper on Amazon, and the refills are cheaper on jetpens.com. And also on JetPens, they have all, even though this is an 8-color pencil, and the Hobonichi one does come with the 8 different colors with it, on the JetPens, there's actually 16 colors, which I'll show you right here. These are 12 right here, and then I've got the other 4 right here. So these are all of the 16 colors that come with this pen. So in my opinion, I would just order the refills from JetPens. And then also Amazon has a refill pack right here. So anyway, there's other options. Like I said, a lot of these do go out of stock really quickly. And then the mild liners, which are these. These are fantastic. I think I bought these off of Amazon as well, JetPens. Those are my 2 favorite sources for this kind of stuff. Again, these are, the last time I checked a couple days ago, these are already 2 out of the 3 are out of stock. So if you want another source, these are fantastic highlighters. I highly recommend them. Just with the Hobonichi website, they go out of stock really quickly, like I said. Another notable thing that I bought, I can't find them right now, they've disappeared, but the teardrop stickers. Again, same thing with the page flags that I showed you. You don't get a lot, and they're, in my opinion, really expensive, and they're perforated, which is a great concept, but not necessarily for me for a teardrop sticker. So those really aren't working for me. I would not have bought those again as well. The other things like the double stick tape, and let's see what else. The movable page film, I think I can make those on my own, so I'll keep you posted on that. The Dear Doctor is a great idea, but only available in Japanese, so I'm hoping that Hobonichi will come out with the English version in the next year or 2. And then their leather stuff, holy shnikes. They are really expensive in my opinion. I'm not sure if I'll order any leather goods from Hobonichi. And then the book darts, I know everybody loves those. I do not. They only hold 1 page or maybe 2, or they get bent, and that is not cool with me. If I need a paper clip or something to hold pages, it better hold more than 1 or 2 pages. So if I just need to mark a page, I will use a sticker or a page flag or something like that. I will not use the book darts, but that's my opinion on those. And then the washi and the stamps and the cases that they have, not really my style. Also, the most notable thing that I did not buy is a case for this. And there are several reasons for that. I won't really get into all of them, but I think I have come up with a solution for myself. So anyway, again, I'm just sharing my opinion in case you go to the website and there's so many great products that it's overwhelming. But for me, these are the things that I definitely would recommend and would not buy again if I had the choice. So let me leave you with one last story about the Hobonichi company, because I really think that this describes them, and it's just a feel-good story. Back in 2011, as we know, there was that devastating tsunami. And one of the things that the tsunami victims kept mentioning was how devastated they were that they lost their Hobonichi in the tsunami. They kept lamenting that. And, you know, we always talk about that, right? Like, what if there was a catastrophe or an emergency? What would you take in an emergency, or what would you miss the most? And everyone kept saying that they were so sad that they lost their Hobonichis. And so Hoy, who runs the company, decided to give back, and he decided to give away free Hobonichis to the tsunami victims. And he ended up giving away about 1,400 of that. And so this tells me a couple things. Number one, how valuable and important Hobonichi is to the individual, and how much it's such a great product and so well loved. Number two, I just love that this shows the heart of the company, that they really do care about their customers and that they are dedicated and loyal to their fans. So again, here is my rundown of Hobonichi favorites. Love the company, love the products. All right, everybody, I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.